Think you're part of the 7% club? This video contains the full answers and explanations to our most watched sports questions from Season 1. If you want to test yourself first, the short version with no answers is linked below. Let's see how many you actually get right.
Number 12.
Only 3% of people get this right. Who was the first woman to run a marathon officially? Was it A. Paula Radcliffe, B. Greta Waitz, C. Catherine Switzer, or D. Joan Benoit? Comment your answer below. It's not Joan Benoit, although she made history by winning the first ever women's Olympic marathon in 1984. Long before that moment, there was a landmark race that opened the door for women to participate officially. It's not Paula Radcliffe. She's one of the greatest marathon runners of all time and the former world record holder, but her career came decades after the first woman officially completed a marathon. She dominated the 2000s, not the early days of women's distance running. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not Greta Waitz, the legendary Norwegian runner who won the New York City Marathon 9 times. More than anyone in history, she helped popularize women's long-distance running, but she wasn't the first to do it officially. The correct answer is Catherine Switzer. In 1967, she became the first woman to officially run the Boston Marathon, entering under the name KV Switzer. During the race, an official even tried to physically stop her, but she pushed forward and finished, making history and opening the path for women's participation in distance running worldwide. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 11.
Only 6% of people get this right. Who won Super Bowl I? Is it A, the Chiefs, B, the Packers, C, the Bears, or D, the Jets? Comment your answer below. It's not the Jets. While the Jets did make Super Bowl history shortly after, their famous victory came in Super Bowl III when Joe Namath guaranteed a win. That legendary moment helped legitimize the AFL, but it wasn't the first Super Bowl. It's not the Bears, even though the Bears are one of the oldest and most storied franchises in NFL history. They weren't part of the very first Super Bowl. Their championships came in earlier eras and later Super Bowls, but not at the beginning. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not the Chiefs. This is a very common guess because the Chiefs actually played in Super Bowl I. Representing the AFL, they made it to the game, but they didn't walk away with the trophy that day. The correct answer is the Green Bay Packers. The Packers defeated the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl I in 1967, led by legendary coach Vince Lombardi. That win set the tone for the Super Bowl era, and Lombardi's legacy was so influential that the Super Bowl trophy was later named in his honor. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 10.
Only 1% of people get this right. Who is the only boxer to win world titles in 8 weight divisions? Is it A, Floyd Mayweather, B, Sugar Ray Leonard, C, Manny Pacquiao, or D, Roberto Duran? Comment your answer below. It's not Roberto Duran. While Duran is one of the greatest fighters of all time, Manos de Piedra dominated mostly in the lighter divisions and never came close to claiming titles across that many weight classes. His legacy is massive, but it isn't this record. It's not Sugar Ray Leonard. Leonard held championships in multiple divisions and put on some of the most iconic fights in history. But even with all his accomplishments, he topped out at 5 weight class titles, not 8. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather is a multi-division champion and retired undefeated, but his titles span 5 weight classes. Despite his long career and technical mastery, he never competed across as many divisions as the record we're looking for. The correct answer is Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao is the only boxer in history to win world titles in 8 different weight divisions, from flyweight all the way to light middleweight. No one else. past or present, has matched that range. It's one of the rarest, most staggering accomplishments in boxing history, and it's why Pacquiao is considered one of the most versatile fighters of all time. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 9.
Only 7% of people get this right. Which NBA team drafted Kobe Bryant? Is it A, the Lakers, B, the 76ers, C, the Hornets, or D, the Clippers? Comment your answer below. It's not the Clippers. Even though Kobe was a Los Angeles legend, the Clippers had nothing to do with drafting him. They weren't involved in the trade, the negotiations, or the draft pick that brought him into the league. It's not the 76ers. Kobe grew up in Philadelphia, so this is a very common guess. But the hometown team didn't select him. The Sixers passed on him in the draft, choosing players they felt fit their immediate needs instead. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not the Lakers. Even though Kobe spent his entire career in purple and gold, they didn't draft him directly. The Lakers only acquired him after a pre-arranged trade was made on draft night. The correct answer is the Charlotte Hornets. Kobe Bryant was drafted 13th overall by the Charlotte Hornets in 1996. The pick was part of a deal worked out before the draft, sending him to the Lakers in exchange for veteran center Vlade Divac. The rest became NBA history and one of the most famous draft day moves of all time. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 8.
Only 5% of people get this right. Who was the first overall pick in the 2000 NFL draft? Is it A, Peyton Manning, B, Michael Vick, C, Courtney Brown, or D, LaDainian Tomlinson? Comment your answer below. It's not LaDainian Tomlinson. Even though he became one of the greatest running backs in NFL history, he wasn't the top pick. Tomlinson was drafted later and went on to far outperform expectations, which makes this a tempting guess. It's not Michael Vick. This is one of the most common answers because of how electrifying his career became. But Vick entered the league a year later, in 2001, when he was the first overall pick, just not in this draft. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not Peyton Manning. Another very popular guess because he was the first overall pick in 1998 and went on to have a legendary career. But by the year 2000, Manning was already established in the league. The correct answer is Courtney Brown. Courtney Brown was selected first overall in the 2000 NFL draft by the Cleveland Browns. A dominant defensive end coming out of Penn State, he was highly touted at the time, even though injuries later limited his NFL career. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 7.
Only 2% of people get this right. Who was the first gymnast to score a perfect 10 at the Olympics? Was it A, Mary Lou Retton, B, Nadia Comaneci, C, Olga Korbut, or D, Simone Biles? Comment your answer below. It's not Mary Lou Retton. She made history with her gold medal in the 1984 Olympics and became an American icon, but she wasn't the first gymnast to break the scoring system. Her fame came nearly a decade after the very first perfect 10. It's not Simone Biles. Even though she is widely considered the greatest gymnast of all time, the perfect 10 era was long before her. Her achievements happened under a completely different scoring system introduced in 2006. And it's not Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not Olga Korbut. She helped revolutionize gymnastics in the 1970s with daring routines and unbelievable flexibility, but she never scored the first official perfect 10. Her performances set the stage, but she didn't reach that historic milestone. The correct answer is Nadia Comaneci. At just 14 years old, she stunned the world at the 1976 Montreal Olympics by earning the first perfect 10 in Olympic gymnastics history. The scoreboard wasn't even programmed to display a 10.0. It showed 1.00 instead, because no one believed it was possible. Her performance changed the sport forever. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 6.
Only 4% of people get this right. Which fruit is on top of the Wimbledon trophy? Is it A, an apple, B, a pineapple, C, a pear, or D, grapes? Comment your answer below. It's not a pear. Pears show up in plenty of traditional artwork and coats of arms, but they have no historic connection to Wimbledon. Elegant? Yes, but not the fruit sitting at the top of tennis's most famous prize. It's not grapes, even though they're a classic symbol of royalty and were often used in old European designs. Grapes don't appear on top of the Wimbledon trophy. The All England Club went with something a little more exotic and a lot more surprising. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not an apple, despite its perfect shape and symbolism in everything from mythology to modern tech logos. The apple doesn't crown the trophy. The real answer is a fruit few people associate with tennis at all. The correct answer is a pineapple. Yes, an actual pineapple tops the Wimbledon Gentlemen's Singles Trophy. It dates back to the 1800s, when pineapples were rare, expensive, and considered a luxury item representing wealth and hospitality. The tradition stuck, and today one of the world's most prestigious sports trophies still features a tropical fruit right on top. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 5.
Only 5% of people get this right. Which country has won the most FIFA World Cups? Is it A, Germany, B, Argentina, C, Brazil, or D, France? Comment your answer below. It's not France, though they've become a powerhouse in recent years. Winning in 1998 and 2018, they've still got a bit of catching up to do before claiming the all-time record. It's not Germany, one of the most consistent teams in tournament history. They've lifted the trophy 4 times, tied for second place. Their discipline and strategy have made them legends, but not number 1. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not Argentina. Led by icons like Maradona and Messi, they've captured 3 titles, including their emotional 2022 victory in Qatar. But even with that incredible run, one country still stands above them all. The correct answer is Brazil. With 5 World Cup wins in 1958, 1962, 1970, 1994, and 2002. Brazil is the most successful team in World Cup history. Known for their samba style, creativity, and pure flair, Brazil gave the world legends like Pelé, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Neymar. No other nation has matched their combination of passion, skill, and joy for the beautiful game. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
Number 4.
Only 1% of people get this right. Who was the first athlete to win medals in both the Summer and Winter Olympics? Is it A, Jim Thorpe, B, Eric Heiden, C, Eddie Egan, or D, Clara Hughes? Comment your answer below. It's not Jim Thorpe, although he's one of the greatest all-around athletes in history, winning gold in both the decathlon and pentathlon at the 1912 Summer Olympics Games. He never competed in the Winter Olympics. His legacy, however, remains unmatched in versatility and resilience. It's not Clara Hughes. She's a Canadian legend and the only athlete to win multiple medals in both the Summer and Winter Games, but she came decades later. Her cycling and speed skating achievements built on a path Eddie Egan first blazed. And it's not Eric Heiden. He dominated the 1980 Winter Olympics in speed skating, sweeping 5 gold medals in a single games before switching to professional cycling. But he never medaled at the Summer Olympics. The correct answer is Eddie Egan. He won a gold medal in boxing at the 1920 Summer Olympics in Antwerp and another gold in bobsledding at the 1932 Winter Olympics in Lake Placid. What makes his record unique is that he's the only athlete ever to win gold medals in both the Summer and Winter Games in completely different sports. Talk about range. From punches to pushing sleds at 80 miles per hour.
Number 3.
Only 2% of people get this right. Who holds the record for most goals in World Cup history? Is it A. Cristiano Ronaldo, B. Pelé, C. Miroslav Klose, or D. Lionel Messi? Comment your answer below. It's not Pelé. He's a football legend with 3 World Cup titles, but he scored only 12 goals across his appearances. It's not Cristiano Ronaldo, though he scored in 5 different World Cups. His total sits in the single digits since Portugal has never advanced far enough for him to catch the record. And it's not Lionel Messi. He's Argentina's greatest scorer and finally won the World Cup in 2022, but he hasn't come close to the all-time goal tally. The correct answer is Miroslav Klose. Representing Germany, Klose scored 16 goals across 4 World Cups, 2002 to 2014, earning his record breaker on home soil in Brazil and retiring soon after as a national hero.
Number 2.
Only 6% of people get this right. Who has won the most NBA championships as a player? Is it A. Michael Jordan, B. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, C. Bill Russell, or D. LeBron James? Comment your answer below. It's not LeBron James. The modern face of the NBA, LeBron has 4 rings across 3 teams and an unmatched 10 finals appearances. His longevity is historic, but his ring count can't match our record holder's dynasty. It's not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The all-time scoring legend captured 6 titles across 2 decades with the Milwaukee Bucks and Los Angeles Lakers. Known for his unstoppable skyhook and consistency, he still falls short of our champion. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not Michael Jordan, though he's often regarded as the greatest of all time. MJ won 6 championships with the Chicago Bulls during the 1990s. His legacy defined an era, but even his airness doesn't top this list. The correct answer is Bill Russell. Playing for the Boston Celtics between 1956 and 1969, Russell won 11 championships in just 13 seasons, leading one of the greatest dynasties in sports history. Known for his defense, rebounding, and leadership, he redefined what it meant to be a team player. Beyond basketball, Russell became a civil rights advocate and a symbol of excellence both on and off the court. His record still stands and likely always will. Ever. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments.
And number 1.
Only 7% of people get this right. Which sport is known as America's pastime? Is it A. Football, B. Basketball, C. Baseball, or D. Hockey? Comment your answers below to join the 7% club. It's not hockey. While it's beloved in places like Detroit and Chicago, hockey's true heartland is north of the border in Canada. It's not football, even though it's the most popular modern sport in the US today, with the Super Bowl being practically a national holiday. The title of America's pastime belongs to a game with much deeper roots. Think you're 7% club material? Subscribe and prove it tomorrow. And it's not basketball. Invented by James Naismith in 1891, it grew rapidly thanks to schools and the NBA, but it's still a younger sport that became globally dominant only in the late 20th century. The correct answer is baseball. The phrase America's pastime first appeared in the 1850s, when baseball unified people from all walks of life, from rural towns to bustling cities. It became the soundtrack of summer, with players like Babe Ruth, Jackie Robinson, and Hank Aaron turning it into a national tradition. Baseball has mirrored American history, from segregation and integration to expansion and innovation, making it more than just a sport, but a symbol of the American spirit itself. Missed this one? Catch today's question. Links pinned in the comments. So, how many did you get right? Season 1 is officially complete, and Season 2 is on the way. New daily questions, new challenges, same goal. Join the 7% club. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.